Ever.
I haven't. Do you have a grandma?
I have one grandma left, but she's in a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she knows me. No, she wouldn't know me. Why would I go? What am I going to do? Hi.
Give her a kiss.
She's not grandma anymore. Shell of grandma.
How do you know she wouldn't know you?
Yeah. Shell of grandma. That's what I call it.
Maybe she's just laying there hoping you're going to visit, and that's all it's going to take to snap her out of it.
No. What do you think this is? The Twilight Zone episode with the Catman and Crothers? They're all just laying there not knowing what the hell.
How old is she?
I don't know, probably 90-something.
Wow.
Yeah. She was pretty sharp right up until a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then she started, asking where her husband was.
Ugh.
And, well.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, we can show you. She'll have to really start digging. I don't think, and she'd be asking, about people from years ago and relatives that are dead.
That is sad.
That dementia's got to be a pisser. You just, hey, what about that dead guy? He's still alive in my head.
Whose mom is she?
My mommy's mom.
So your mom goes and sees her?
Yeah.
You're going to say, little Anthony. She'll be like, who's that? You can just start crying and she'll be like, oh, you.
Yeah, you're the crybaby. Anthony. Little Anthony. It might snap her right out of it. No, I don't know. What am I guess I should go.
Yeah.
But why? What am I going to do? I keep running it through my head that I'm going to sit there in the room, sit in a chair, and go like, hi, Grandma. And she's just going to kind of look at me and go, where's Joe? Where's Joe? And not my brother, meaning,
her husband. Wait, is she functioning, though? She's not in a coma or anything. She's kind of...
No, she's just like, ooh.
Really? Where's Joe? Why don't you say he's dead?
He's dead.
He is. What does she...
terribly raped.
He died. What does she do?
You're not supposed to do that, are you?
Why?
I don't know how you handle people with dementia.
There's two things. Tell them the truth or punch their face until they learn it. I've done them both. Both are effective. Both are effective. Okay.
Yeah, because then you can sit there in a chair and have to explain that people are dead. I don't have my job. I don't want to do that.
Wait, sometimes you got to go do it. It's like, not like, what can I get out of this or what's this going to do? Sometimes maybe the old person will feel a little better. We don't know why.
But will they?
Maybe.
Oh, God, the place has got to smell. Just the old people running around, laying in bed, whatever.
You walk around in your underpants with a gun attached to you.
Yeah, I know.
You've never been in an old folks home?
Yeah, I did a few jobs in one.
They grab at you.
One guy was just sitting in a wheelchair. I told this story where he's just going, help, 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 in a wheelchair. And they're like, oh, Mr. Johnson. Oh, like, and in his head, he's like,
ignore him.
In his head, he's stuck in some bunker in a war or something. That's going to be horrible.
You ever get the old ladies with that old lady grip grabbing you and yelling, help me?
Trying to tug with their transparent hands.
Well, they could hold on.
Oof.
And they grab at you as you walk down the halls because they're getting some air outside their room in their wheelchairs, and they grab at you and then yell, help me, help me, help me.
It's like someone in the middle of the night removed their skin and put sausage casing all over their body. It's disgusting. You're just looking at their veins. It's like you ever buy the Visible Man or the Visible Woman model when you were a kid? That's what the old people look like. You see right through them.
It just sucks.
They lose all tint to their skin.
Yeah. They're old.
They're old.
Well, let's see. You might regret it if you don't.
Will I?
You might, yeah.
Man's not going to regret it.
You don't know that. Sometimes people go through certain things, get sober, and you never know. Like they may.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
Is you go see her, you kiss her, you say hello, and she doesn't remember you. That's the worst.
It'll be
scenario.
depressing.
What? Sometimes.
And then you leave feeling all crappy and stuff.
You get over it.
And then now I can picture the place she's in and the condition she's in. I'd rather not know. Why can't I remember my grandma as bringing out a big thing of ziti and going, come on, Anthony, here you go. There's too much sauce on it.
Again, sometimes you're right. You don't like to remember them like all.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes we have to remember them like that.
Why? Why do we have to?
Because
people say that. Why do we have to?
If someone's head catches on fire.
Alrighty.
And they just become this mess of burned head in a bed, then you don't want to go see them if they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like, dementia people kind of come in and out of it sometimes. You never know. Seeing you may make her feel better. So if it doesn't hurt.
Why don't you go then and tell her you're me?
Because I know what I'll wind up doing. She'd be like, I can't believe he did that to me. Of all the ZD I brought him.
My God.
I would do it just to wreck your image in her mind. I'd put on a hat and a gun. You should go see her.
I'm with Anthony on this one, to be honest with you. If she's gone, I think you want to remember her, like you said, making the sauce and all that.
I remember a very vibrant grandma.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and see that.
The last few weeks of my grandma's life, I was like, in a way, I wish I didn't see her deteriorate like that in an old age home.
But why not remember them accurately, like when they were really good for most of their life, where there's a reality at the end, people sometimes fall apart.
Well, when you throw in the last memory you have of them, and it's a lot different than them making sauce, it kind of F's up your brain.
That's why I hate wakes.
It makes it harder to remember my grandma, actually, the time in Wading River where we forced her to go water skiing at 60 some odd years old.
That's what killed her.
Or nah, she made it to the 90s, but, making dinner for 40 people, all that cool stuff. Yeah. But when you see that image of, your grandma, she's like 80 pounds and drying up in front of you. It kind of makes it hard to remember the really happy times and the good memories.
Yeah. It's unpleasant, but unpleasantness I find it's a part of it. Sometimes, again, it's for the other person.
Steve from Bayshore has got a little dialogue here from my grandmother, if she comes to for a couple of seconds. Anthony, do you still hate the you-know-whats? I do.
Can you imagine?
A moment of clarity from Grandma.
Could be a good day for you. Let's say hi to Jay. I think Jay might start a bit here. By the way, good morning to Cleveland. It's Jay. Hey, Jay.
Hey, boys. Yeah, I go see my grandma. She's got the whole dementia thing and everything else. I see her probably about once a week. And first off, she gets angry because I haven't seen her in months. But then on top of it all, I was complaining because, I paid $4 a gallon for gas. And she goes, oh, man, somebody needs to get on Reagan's ass.
She thinks Reagan's still running things.
And I think that should be the bit today. What did your grandma say this week?
What did your insane Alzheimer's...
Well, here's what you got to do, dude. You're handling it wrong by coddling her. What you got to do when she says get on Reagan's ass is you got to pick up either a pitcher of water or the bedpan and clang it off her teeth and say, Bush is president, stupid. You don't coddle the elderly.
Wait, Jimmy, do you remember 5 minutes ago the advice you were giving Anthony?
I said it might make them feel better. However, if they are making political errors, you clang metal.
They need to be
teeth.
corrected.
Must correct them.
Yes, physically.
Let's go to Spoon in Houston. Spoon, what's up? Spoon, go ahead.
Meow.
It's a good story. I don't want to lose Spoon.
No.
One more chance for Spoon. Friend and I visited an old person's home. Friend smacked an old person in the head. I want to know why you would smack an old person in the head at the old folks' home. He's going to have to call back. Let's go to Phil. Phil in Brooklyn. I disagree with Phil, but...
Anthony, you're being so selfish, man. I mean, my dad, he had Alzheimer's, for a while, and everybody said he wouldn't forget anything and everything. And then after a while, I thought the same way you did, and then I went and I saw him, and I was the only one who remembered.
Oh, yeah?
Think about all the ZD she made for you and all the stuff she put up. The least you could do is go see it.
But that's what I want to remember. See, I don't like remembering, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't like wakes or anything. I don't like seeing people in an open casket and things like that because I like remembering people the way they were when it was fun. The last image you have of people, that's the one that's going to stick in your friggin' head. Who needs that?
I understand what you're saying, but what do you know? Maybe you show up and she goes, maybe it was all worth it. Maybe now I could die with a smile on my face.
Oh, good. So me going there will kill her? No. How about she's just waiting to see me before she gives up her will to live. So why don't I just not go?
The experts say that old people do that. They wait to see everybody for the last time and then they check out. So maybe she's sitting there like, when is he gonna be here.
She's not going to check out. She doesn't feel well. She's old. She'll never leave that place.
Maybe she just wants to give you one last smack upside the head before she goes.
She never smacked me.
Because life is not all about...
I was sweet.
It's not all about pleasant memories. I mean, it's nice to have them.
There's enough unpleasant ones that are thrust upon you without any control whatsoever. At least this is one I can control.
Very true, but by
Like
controlling
the divorce,
it...
you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
By controlling it, we're not seeing we're not seeing somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
by controlling it, not
I
watching
understand
footage of something, but you never know. It could make someone feel
I
better.
understand it sounds very insensitive on my part, but actually I'm just being extremely selfish like I usually am.
No, this is different than your selfishness.
Yeah, I don't like this stuff.
I think it is. It's tough to see like family members in a tough spot.
Yeah. I had to see my
And I know
grandmother when
sometimes
she was
you
in the
guys-
hospital. It stunk. I put nitroglycerin on her tongue when she had a heart attack. It was awful. It was awful. It's the last time I've seen someone... I think I couldn't handle it. I walked in the room.
Was it the medical kind or just the explosive kind? Then you slammed her jaw shut and blew her mouth
We're
off.
doing a bank job. When I went and saw Manny, Manny with this comedy seller wasn't a relative. I was very close to him. He was in his 70s. He had brain cancer. I didn't want to go see him. Like, it was awful.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
God.
But you have to do it because it made Manny feel good to see everybody there, and we knew he was going to die soon, and he did.
To clean the pudding off his pillow.
It was just awful.
Wasn't he a jokester right to the end too?
It's all right if I give it out. I got to take it.
Yeah.
He was a jokester right to the end too, right? This is the owner of the Comedy Cellar, which is a great comedy club.
One of
here
the
in New York
funniest
City.
guys ever. Because he used to argue with this Iranian guy, Hood, who was a comedian. They would always go back and forth because Manny was Israeli. And Manny had brain cancer because he smoked pot his whole life. And
That'll give you brain cancer.
yeah,
Oh,
apparently.
Jesus.
And he was laying there in the hospital, and he walked in, and Hood walked in, and Manny said, "You know, it's funny. I always wish this on you." Which
That is funny. Gotta give him that.
He was a funny bastard, man.
All right, listen. Let's go to Mark in Carolina. We're trying to get this bit rolling. What did Grandma say this week? Yes, Mark.
Hey, when my grandmother was in the home, apparently she was reliving her life back in the early 20s, late teens, because everybody, white, black, it didn't matter, everybody was the N-word. And she would threaten to beat them if they didn't go clean the yard or go do this, and she even threatened a few to put them in shackles behind the house.
Where is she? I'll visit her.
And she kept asking about is so and so at the war. My uncle, great uncle, who was in World War I, kept asking, is he home yet? How's the war going? And then whenever the nurse would walk in, and she'd go, "Oh, she's nice for a N-word."
Wow. Yeah, I guess they got to put up with that in those hospitals. Would be a good thing to get away with. So, you don't have any dementia whatsoever, and you just pop on and start using the N-word.
Yeah. Thank you, boys.
All right, Mark. Thank you. We got E-Rock in
Child
studio.
just walked in the room.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hi,
Eric.
I have a story, but I'm gonna need your help.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna need the beat.
What is this? A duo? Oh, I thought we were doing a
No, okay.
Martin and Lewis.
My grandmother had some kind of liver shutdown and was starting to lose her mind, so we came down to... She's dead. It doesn't matter. So we walk into the hospital, and I'm wearing these denim cargo shorts, and the first thing she says to me, and she screams, and she goes, "What are you doing wearing those shorts?" Really loud, so everyone in the
Hang
hospital...
them out to dry. I'm not going to beep them.
And she's like, "Weren't you raised better than that?"
I'm trying to think.
What
What are you doing wearing those shorts? What's wrong with shorts?
Those blind shorts. What?
The word that went in front of the shorts.
Stupid shorts? What's wrong with wearing shorts?
Fat boy shorts, people are saying.
Piggy neck shorts?
Mayonnaise shorts.
Girls shorts?
Short
Martin shorts?
Retard shorts. They're all coming up. Incompetent shorts.
Soon to be fired shorts?
Small pee-pee shorts. Garlic butter shorts.
Cinnamon bun shorts?
Oh boy, do they come up with them.
Garlic butter shorts?
Tardy shorts.
Wow, E-Rock.
Why are you wearing
Blubber shorts.
Nice.
Poor E-Rock just comes in to contribute.
Why would you put yourself out there like that?
You put yourself out there. Failure shorts.
Well, I missed the blubber bit, so I figured I'd chime in on this one.
Yeah, well. What shorts?
Shorts that a certain ethnic group might wear.
Queer?
N-word shorts.
Yes.
Okay.
You could have said
So
N-word.
you could say the N-word.
All right.
You just can't say the N-word.
Cargo pants shorts.
Yeah.
Garlic butter shorts.
He wears cargo ship shorts.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast they just attack.
Oh, they didn't even wait. There's not even a hesitation.
When E-Rock puts on cargo pants, he can actually haul cargo.
He's got little tractor trailer rims in his pants.
Hey, Alex in Jersey. How are you, buddy?
Hey,
Alex!
Hey.
Young Alex. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so this is like 2 years ago. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. Mom had moved her into the house to stay with us, to take care of her. And I came up to her bed one day and I saw her really licking the roof of her mouth, really in there. And it looked almost like she couldn't breathe kind of. So I opened up her mouth a little bit. And she had been digging inside a hole in a goose down blanket we had and was just stuffing feathers in her mouth.
She was eating the blanket.
She was eating feathers. Her whole mouth was just lined with feathers.
Where's the angel of death nurse when your grandma's doing that?
Yeah.
She should just have a slight twist to the nose when it's all over.
Well, either she's Jimmy Durante or somebody killed her. Wait a minute. Did you eat any of the feathers? Wouldn't it be funny though if all of a sudden you realized feathers tasted exactly like chocolate?
They're delicious.
None of us have ever eaten feathers.
Yeah.
It took a crazy old woman.
All right, let's go to Boston. Good morning to everybody listening on BCN. It's Kathy. How are you, Kathy?
Hey, hi guys. I know it's going to be hard, Anthony, but you've got to go. And if she asks you the tough questions like, where's Grandpa Joe? You just say he's not here right now. You never know what. She could have a whole conversation with you that turns out to be really fascinating. She could tell you about God only knows what.
Yeah, exactly. Laying there, the ceiling, how the paint is chipping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you do is you tell her, she goes, where's Grandpa Joe? Say, well, he's having an affair. Or he was brought up on child molesting charges. You can have a ball in that place.
Oh,
actually.
couldn't you have some fun?
Oh, my God.
I want to go in someone else's room and tell them I'm their grandchildren and just make up stories.
Old black people.
You don't remember me?
You're my grandson? Yes.
The interesting part about Alzheimer's is that their inhibitions are gone.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to go from room to room and have them change all their wills.
Well, no, you change the sign on the door.
Oh, look at that.
So they don't know who the people are. They're just talking to the wrong old people. Because at that age, they all look the same.
Or just lead one out of one room and have them sit in another and have them talk to each other. Tell them it's your kid.
I'm your grandson.
They just sit there for hours battling.
They both think, wow, you look like crap. That's funny. Just
That would be
babbling.
great. Oh, you're my grandson. You're my grandson. You're my grandmother.
Exactly. Old satin pillow heads.
Does your mom want you to go in?
She hasn't brought it up to me. She hasn't said yes or no. She tells me, what it's like when she goes.
And she's not.
And it's like,
she's not painting a pretty picture, is she?
Nah, she says, sometimes she has some wacky things and she's got to tell her, no, Mom, she's been dead for years. What are you talking about? Snap to it.
So you know what you do? You say you want to remember them as they were. Like that's why wakes are depressing. What I do is whenever I see old people in a home, I actually will have a coffin brought in and they have to sleep in that. And then I just get used to seeing them like that.
That's the way you see them.
Exactly. So this way when I go to their wake, I don't feel bad. I'm like, you again.
That's brilliant. Just instead of a bed, buy your grandma a coffin. And then when, even though she's not in a home yet, just for years she could sleep in that and you get used to it.
My goal is, I wish I would have thought of this. When my grandmother died, I wanted to dress her up like one of the guys in Devo. Play Whip It really. People would be like, what happened? What is this?
Hey, we're going to try to squeeze Spoon in before we take a break. He was the one with the friend that smacked the old lady.
Oh.
Spoon in Houston. How are you, buddy?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh.
All right. We were probably about 13, 14 years old, out skateboarding around. We just stopped off at an old folks home just for the goof. We go into one lady's room, and we tell them that we were her grandchildren. And she got all happy and sappy and whatnot, started squeezing her cheek, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, my friend goes around behind her,
takes her glasses, starts messing with her little pigtail, and then just, as Jimmy said, was corrected.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, we got out of that room before she started hitting the help button and going to another old lady's room, visit her. She starts taking her pants down and walking towards the bathroom, wanting us to wipe her butt.
Oh.
Oh,
See?
yeah, it was pretty awful.
Your story is just making me sad.
Yeah.
That's what you have to see. Those visits will do that.
Yeah.
Can you help me? I have to go to the water closet. And then you help them up and they're already going. You want to see that?
No.
No.
Let's go to JC. He's 13 years old.
Hey, boys.
How are you?
My grandma thought my friend was a hooker.
Come on.
How old's your grandma? 35?
Yeah, exactly.
No, she's 80 and had a heart attack.
Wow. 80.
And what, you got a little lady that she thinks is a hooker?
No, friend of mine. He's a guy.
Oh.
A gigolo.
But he's not, because she's crazy. Is she really, like, crazy? Does she live in a home?
No, she's not crazy. She just sometimes spaces out.
Wow, thought your guy friend was a hooker? That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Aren't you a little bastard?
All right. Thank you, JC.
Bye now, boys.
You're the reason we're ending the bit. Thank you. And we're going to take a break.
Radio.
Thank you. And we're going to take a break.
Radio.
Thank you. And we're going to take a break.
Radio.